we're here at the Bitcoin convention in
Uranium Energy Corp, one of only 12 uranium producers in the world. UEC trades on the New York Stock Exchange. They have more than doubled their in-ground uranium resource over the past 2 years. They've also become one of only 6 uranium producers in the United States. Led by Amir Adnani, who has been ranked as one of the top resource CEOs by Casey Research, Amir has attracted major investors like Rick Rule of Sprott Asset Management, Li Ka-shing, the richest man in Asia, and institutions such as Vanguard and BlackRock. Learn more about Uranium Energy Corp at uraniumenergy.com or by calling 866-748-1030.
So we're here at the Bitcoin convention in Las Vegas. There is basically a depository, an ATM type thing where you can put money in it and it'll give you Bitcoins. Thank you for joining us at FutureMoneyTrends.com. I'm here with the CEO, Zach, of Lamasu. He calls it the Bitcoin machine. Other people might refer to it something like an ATM machine. So basically, how does it work?
Well, it's actually very simple. It's the easiest way to convert cash into Bitcoin, or money just in general into Bitcoin. And the way it works is you press start, you take your Bitcoin wallet, just a QR code, scan it right into the machine. It shows you where it's sending the money. You put in a $1 bill or $1,000 bills, and as soon as you're ready, you press send, and within moments, it appears on your phone or on the blockchain.
Will it work in reverse? Can I show the barcode and get the cash out?
No, our machine strictly converts cash to Bitcoin. That's what it does. It's one machine, it does one simple task, and it does it very well.
Now for newbies, this actually is kind of an issue for people because they've either got to find somebody local or the exchanges are quite confusing to people who aren't, heavily involved. I'm just speaking from my testimony. Basically, it's been confusing. So this would make it easy. I just put my money in there and bam. Now, how do you guys lock in the price so that you're not losing out, not losing your Bitcoins?
Well, there are a few ways of doing it. Our machine is very user-friendly, but it's also user-friendly for operators of the machine. That's the way we've designed it. We don't expect everybody to be a Bitcoin expert, especially not people coming to use it maybe for the first time. And maybe they don't want to link their bank account to a Bitcoin exchange and maybe even risk having it shut down. They just want to be able to experience Bitcoin in the simplest way. So for users, it's very easy to come and get the machine, but it's also very easy for operators to set up their machine so that they don't lose money on the fluctuation of Bitcoin going up and down. And what they do is they have their own Bitcoin exchange account that they've set up, just an account, not their own Bitcoin exchange, and they actually have that exchange buying the money at the same time the bill's inserted, so they do not lose on the volatility. It doesn't matter for them if the price goes up or down, they make the money off their conversion fee, off their transaction fee that they take off the top.
Eventually, will I be able to swipe a Visa and do a $2,000 swipe instead of...
We have no intentions for that. We want to keep this completely divorced by the banking system. So our intention is to keep it cash to Bitcoin. I think that the cash is very compatible with Bitcoin. Credit cards are not.
Where do you see these being placed and how are you going to make money off of it?
Any major city that's Bitcoin friendly, anywhere in the world. We have these in Bratislava, Slovakia, Paris, France.
Like in hotels, or where are they? Or like what
No, they're placing them in different areas. They almost don't care. We have our Danish operator is just going to put them in a clothing store in downtown Copenhagen. Why a clothing store? Because it's in downtown Copenhagen and they're interested in Bitcoin. Yeah. So it's just a great place for you to have it. It's very accessible for someone to come and use the machine. It matters to them more that it's place that's easy to get to than what specific store it's in, whether it's a coffee shop, convenience store, or just an upscale clothing store.
Okay, and then how will you guys, obviously you guys have put some money into this technology, where are you going to make money? What's the business model?
Our business model is building tools to make Bitcoin more accessible. So this is one of our tools. We build the hardware, we build the software, we make it easy to operate, we make it easy to use, and we just make money off of manufacturing it for less money than we sell it.
Okay.
So that's the only way we can make money. We don't take any franchising licenses, we don't have any franchises, we don't have licenses, we don't take any cut of the transaction fee. We only charge for the machine, then you have the tool, and it's easy for you for an operator to set up and use.
Why not charge a transaction fee?
Because we don't want to interfere with different businesses. We're more interested in building tools and having a distributed network rather than having a centralized service that we'd have to be perfect to always keep in place and make sure nothing really fell apart. And with Bitcoin, what we've seen with all of the exchanges and pretty much any service that has to do in Bitcoin, whenever it's centralized, there are always failure points. When it's distributed, like Bitcoin, that's when it becomes a really robust network.
So who would buy something like this? A business, like let's say they wanted to, let's say they owned a Subway restaurant or something, and they wanted to have this, they would buy this from you. that company.
Right, they would buy it from us, or they'd buy it from one of our distributors, who perhaps would lease it to them or place it for them, depending on how much responsibility the subway wanted to take on of using this machine. But they could just buy it directly from us and put it in their machine, and they would attract people to come use Bitcoin, and they would also make an additional fee off the usage of the machine.
Any plans on doing any type of altcoins as well?
Yes, we've been getting a lot of demand for Litecoin lately. It's something that in the near future we'll probably implement.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks a lot.
My pleasure talking to you.